Hello there. We're about to cross the most one of the most interesting features on the this stretch of the ship canal, the toll bridge at Warburton. We're obviously going over it rather than under it, so we have to pay the toll. Last time I came here, I think it was about 12p, but now it's gone up to £1. But you don't have to have it on you. You can pay online, which I think is probably what we'll do, but I don't know if you have to stop and pick up a slip or something. Warburton toll bridge. Well, let's hope it's obvious when you get online.
Yeah.
Do remind me when we get home, please, Simon.
Of course. Let's see if I remember to remind you. Is this the bridge that we're on now?
I think not quite.
I was thinking it doesn't look very... Oh, there's the bridge. Will we get stopped or...?
I don't know. I can't remember. I've been over here before, but it's quite a while ago. I was coming the other way. So here we are.
Going across the bridge. I'm just about to see the Mersey off to the left down there.
Well, it's down the ship canal, strictly speaking.
Well, the Mersey's in it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I guess we do just pay online then.
Yeah.
Well, no choice in the matter. Unless it's going to be little toll booths somewhere.
Yeah, I presume you just Google Warburton toll bridge and it's there.
I mean, you must have all the trust of an honesty box here, because I don't see many cameras.
When did I say there was some on when we got over the bridge? But
No, fair enough.
right, okay, stop filming here.
Always pay what you owe.
Okay, well, we're about a mile further on the A57, and this is the start of the Mersey Way. I've only got that little sign to tell you it. It's not very good here, around here for saying it's the start of a walk, but this is basically where the Mersey becomes public again. You can follow this Mersey Way for over 20 miles into the centre of Liverpool, so shouldn't encounter too many access problems here. So we head straight down that avenue of trees and we will hit the Mersey. Well, now we're here at this gate and fence. We've got the first signposts for the Mersey Way, and what we're looking at here is now the Mersey. It's not the ship canal, it's escaped from the ship canal, and it's now the Mersey. And it did that at Boiling Point, which I don't think we're going to be able to see from here, but it's not far that way. And that's where you've got the heavily fortified bridge. And there doesn't seem to be any access on the other side either. My original plan was to bring the drone and fly over to see Boiling Point, but I forgot to charge it up this morning. I think it's too windy anyway. So maybe, just maybe, on our next visit we can briefly call here and see if we can get that shot. But basically what happens at Boiling Point is that the River Boiling comes in from the that side, which would be the south, and at almost exactly the same point the Mersey comes out of the ship canal, and you can see it here, and we're about to follow it again. As Simon has just commented, this is a nice stretch, and much more appealing than the walk by the ship canal that we did about half an hour ago. There's private fishing along these banks, but we haven't seen anyone today yet. On the other side of the river, you've got the sort of eastern half of the Woolstonese Nature Reserve. What's interesting about that is that it's bisected by the M6, and on the western side there's loads of boardwalks and information points, whereas on the eastern side doesn't seem to be any real access at all. I can't see any real path on the map, so yep. Yeah, slippy wooden bridges, always a danger at this time of year. Always amuses me when they put no bike signs in places like this when you're already committed to the route. I don't think 1 in 1,000 cyclists would turn back at this point. And I've also just noticed this other little sign here: danger, unstable riverbank, stay on footpath. Right, well, we won't get too close to the edge.
What's that then, there? Why would you go to the fishing platform there if it's unstable? Literally, yes, then.
Yes, and there's quite a few of these fishing platforms here.
I think that one looks a bit dodgy.
Yeah, there's nice little water feature here below a farm, and they've put a bench here and a bit of a sculpture which has seen better days. Is it a fish? Yes, I think it is. I think you can just about tell it still is. Oh, now the sign tells me that this water feature is actually a fish reserve where fish like the young dace, chub, bream, roach and perch can swim through a channel from the Mersey into this pond and have a bit of refuge. So that's nice. Yeah, and just after the refuge, the Mersey has a bit of a bend, and you get your first sighting of the major structure, really on the whole of the Mersey, the Thelwall Viaduct, taking the M6 across the river. And I have a soft spot for the Thelwall Viaduct. If you've had a long journey down south, you come over the viaduct and see Winter Hill ahead and think, oh, I'm nearly home. And as you approach the viaduct with traffic noise well evident, there is what looks like the remains of some sort of wharf off to our left here, and you have to skirt up a bank. Just get a little distance from the river at this point, so I'm not quite sure if there's a history to this. That looks like the remains of some sort of crane or pulley. Does it? Would you not think, Simon? That pillar that leaning.
You probably know better than me.
Yeah.
I suppose. It's a bit hard to tell, it just looks like a stone pillar.
Right, well, I think you can see where we're going here. But before you get under the Thelwall Viaduct, there is a sort of little iron industrial bridge just before it, which I don't think you can walk across. But we will see very, very shortly. Okay, so yeah, here's the metal bridge, and we're going under it here, and looks pretty muddy, so I'll stop filming and concentrate more on keeping my feet here, I think. And here's the main event, the mighty Thelwall Viaduct. As I say, if you're coming up the M6, you can really say this is where the Midlands end and the north begins. And as soon as you go under the bridge, you enter the Woolston Nature Reserve.